Hi and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Today we're going to focus on the lower body, stretching hamstrings, hips, quadriceps, glutes, ankles, calves, getting it all. So if you've done some activities lately that have just kind of taxed that lower body, we're going to give it some love. So I hope this helps. Hope it feels amazing, and feel free to grab a drink of water if you need one. If you would, hit that subscribe button. I would absolutely love it if you join my channel as a subscriber. It means the world to me to pass this on and grow the channel as big as I can. Let's sit up nice and tall and roll those shoulders up and back. Let those shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. Always tend to carry some tension in the shoulders and the neck, so just that added little bonus telling the body, hey, it's ready to get going. Let's inhale and reach to the sky. Exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up and over. Glue those sit bones to the earth. Oh, feeling that stretch in the hip. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, other side, take it up and over. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. One more time, each side. Keeping that pelvis level, gluing those sit bones to the earth. Inhale, reach. And exhale, other side. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up, and exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Release your hands for support. Relax the weight of your upper body down. Great stretch for the hips and for the glutes, a little added bonus in that lower back. Checking in with the body, with the breath. Add as much support if you need to. If you wish to use a block kind of below the forehead to rest your head against, that's a beautiful thing to do. Just letting gravity do all the work. Inhale, circle the hands back by the hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. And exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Let's sweep that left foot around behind, leveling out the pelvis just as best we can. And breathe. Let's take a big breath in, reach, and take it up and over to the right. Just like those sways we just did with the legs crossed. We now do them in our mermaid. Again, up and over. Just checking in, hips, groin, knees, and release. And let's switch sides, sweeping those feet off to the right. Leveling out that pelvis. Sit up nice and tall. And we take it up and over. Reach. Oh, use that hand for support as much as you need to. Just moving with your breath. One more time, each side. That feels pretty good. And sit up nice and tall. And let's come up onto all fours. Sweep those feet around behind to tabletop. Breathe. Let's extend that right leg straight out to the side. Sole of the foot to the earth. We walk the hands forward and give a big push back. Inner thigh, hip, glutes. Let your forehead just gently come to rest. Again, you can use a block. If that floor is just a little bit out of reach today, blocks are a great way to bring the floor up to you. And let's slowly walk those hands up, coming up onto your knee. Take that right arm down by that right leg, left arm up and over. Gate pose, stretching all the way down that left side. And inhale it up nice and tall. Let's take that right leg and step it forward. Leaning in, stretching, that right hip, the glute, down the front of that left leg into those quadriceps. Breathe, inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Nothing super huge. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Releasing that left hand to the inside of the right foot. We rotate our body and extend. Right arm to the sky, reach it up. Find your breath lifting out of that left shoulder. As you exhale, release that right hand down, and we're going to gently begin to sit back. Keeping the pelvis square, let's lift those right toes, square the pelvis, and draw your nose towards your knee. We inhale forward once again to a runner's lunge. And exhale, sit it back, toes lift, square the pelvis, nose towards your knee. Again, inhale, coming forward, keeping that core strong. And exhale, sit it back, square the pelvis, nose towards your knee, hold here. And breathe. Inhale, transition it forward. Let's tuck the back toes, lift the hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Oh gosh, that feels good down the back of that left leg. And gently release it down to down dog. And let's alternate bending knees, walk it out. Beautiful stretch for the calves, for the hamstrings. Little added bonus of that shoulder strength. Stretching through that lower back. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We inhale it to high plank, releasing the knees to the mat. Keep those toes tucked under. Move your hands back underneath those shoulders and then just gently press it back. Keeping those toes tucked under. Great stretch to the arch of the feet and into those toes. Running, skiing, playing tennis, pickleball, long walks, whatever it is, guys. Those feet do a ton of work for us, standing hours on end. Go ahead and come forward, untuck those toes, and let's take that left leg straight out to the side. Giant step forward with each hand and press your sit bones back. Stretching through the inner thigh, add a little bonus stretch for the shoulders, for that upper back. Again, you can use a block for the forehead to rest against. If that floor seems just a little out of reach today, and you get a better stretch with the block. Just breathing. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. We come all the way up onto that right knee. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, release that left arm down onto that left leg. Right arm up and over. Just a long, beautiful stretch to the ribs. Into the waist. And inhale it back up. Core strong. We take that left foot forward and go ahead and lean in. Toes pointed straight ahead, pelvis facing front, chest is tall. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit, and then exhale, sink. Long stretch down the front of that right leg. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, sink. One more time. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, sink. We release that right hand to the inside of the left foot. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky, reach it up. High as you can reach, lifting out of that right shoulder. Breathe. As you exhale, release that left hand down, square the pelvis, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, begin to sit your sit bones back, lifting those left toes, square the pelvis. Draw your nose towards your knee. Inhale back to that runner's lunge, transitioning that weight forward. And exhale, sit it back. Again, inhale, coming forward. And exhale, sit it back. Inhale, transition it forward. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. Oh my goodness, that feels so good. And gently release that left leg down, and we walk it out, alternating bending knees. Head heavy, face soft, checking in with whatever it is that's going on with the body today. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders towards your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And exhale, let your heels gently sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Let your body weight be heavy. A soft bend in the knees so we don't feel pressure behind those knees. Just a long stretch. And let's shift weight forward and back Toes to heels, heels to toes. Coming back to center. Let's roll it up, one vertebra at a time. The big shoulder roll at the top, and shoulders slide down and away. Do that again, big shoulder roll. And slide down and away. Let's kick that right foot out, heel just gently placed in front. We're going to sit back onto that left heel, reaching down with those right fingertips. If you like both fingertips, or I should say all 10 fingertips. If you need that left hand on that left thigh for balance, please use it. Just feeling that long stretch down the back of that right leg. Transitioning your weight forward to that right foot, right arm extends to the sky, left hand reaching down, taking a hold of that left foot as we draw the heel in towards the bottom, pressing the hips forward, keeping those knees side by side. Breathe. Just coming to our half dancers pose, stretching through that left quadricep. As you squeeze your buns and press those hips forward and draw your heel in, a deeper stretch down the front of that left leg. Releasing that left hand, crossing that left foot in front and above that right knee. Hands pull to heart center. Let's begin to sit it back. Breathe. Getting blood flow all to that lower body, stretching into that left hip. Breathe. If you like, begin to hinge it forward. That's going to give you a deeper stretch. If you like, arms sweep back to flight, a little activation for that upper back. So always fun to throw in some little added bonuses, even though we're targeting that lower body. We pull the hands to heart center as we lift the chest, and we rise, releasing that left foot down. Relax the arms, give them a little shake. Stand nice and tall, roll those shoulders up and back. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left heel kicks forward, bending that right knee, sitting back into that right heel. Left fingertips reaching down towards those left toes. Right hand is on that right thigh for support, or reach down. Both hands lengthening, reaching out through the crown of the head. Feeling that really nice deep stretch on the back of that left leg. A little challenge for our balance because that weight is not evenly distributed. It's mostly in that right foot. With those left toes lifted, elongating the back of the leg, all the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, the fascia. Slowly we rise, pulling the hands to heart center. Shift your weight forward to that left foot. Right hand reaches down, right foot reaches up. Let's extend that left arm to the sky. As we draw those knees towards one another, engaging those glutes, pressing the hips forward. There's this natural tendency for the hips to kind of pull back. I want you to press them forward. Deepening that stretch down the front of that right leg. Checking in with your breath. Slow it down. And gently release that right foot. Hands pull to heart center as that right foot crosses just above that left knee. Ankle to the outside of the knee. Flex your foot. And let's begin to sit it back to our figure four. Balance. Deepening that stretch into that right hip. Promoting blood flow throughout that lower body. We begin to hinge it forward if you like. Sweeping the arms back to flight if that feels good to you. Find a focal point out in front and breathe. We lift the chest, pulling those hands to heart center. We rise and release that right foot. Inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, swan dive to forward folds. Again, releasing the weight of the upper body, head heavy, soft bend behind those knees. Bringing the hands to the elbows, we sway side to side. Coming back to center, releasing your hands, crossing that right foot behind the left. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Lengthen those legs. Stretching those IT bands. We walk our hands to the left. Drawing your nose towards that left knee. Back through center and then to the right. Nose towards your knees. And back through to center. We release that right foot and sweep the left behind the right, bringing those ankles just as tightly together as you can get them. And just feel that stretch. Backs of the legs, hips, IT bands. We walk our hands to the right, nose towards that right knee. Breathe. And back through center and over to the left. Nose towards your knees. I did a workout on Saturday that I haven't done in a long time that I just truly, truly love. And oh my goodness, do I feel it. This is a good one. Giving some love to that lower body. Coming back to center. Releasing, stepping those feet side by side. Inhale it up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Open those knees, keep those toes tucked under, press it back. Reach those fingertips, gaze towards the top of your mat. Feel that nice stretch to the back, into those toes, the ankles, bum is high. Inhale, lift, untuck those toes and sit it back to extended child's pose. Chin, cheek, forehead to the mat. Just a really nice release through the hips. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk those hands back towards those knees. We're going to press to the tops of the feet and close those knees. Keeping the hands slightly out in front of us. Bum is back towards your heels. Press and lift through the tops of the feet and lift those knees. Stretching through the ankles to the tops of the feet and gently release. Come forward, tuck the toes. Press your bottom back. Stretch in the arch of the feet. And again, come forward, untuck those toes. Bottom goes back towards your heels. We press and lift. Knees rise. And once again, knees come down. Come forward, tuck your toes. Sit your bum back. This time, if you like, walk your hands up. A little more weight, sitting onto those heels. Stretching the toes and the arches of the feet. Breathe. Coming forward, releasing those toes, sitting it back to thunderbolt, stretching through the thighs, those quadriceps, and breathe. We're going to stretch those hip flexors and those quadriceps, but a little bonus for the lower back. Bringing the hands to the heels or the base of your feet, and we're going to press and lift those hips to the sky. Oh yes, opening up that chest, camel pose. Breathe. And gently release, bottom comes down, chest rises, and we walk those hands back out to child's pose. Find your breath. We inhale it up to a modified plank, crocodile down, press it through up dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right knee through, foot to the inside, we come to pigeon pose. Untuck the back toes, and let's rock those hips side to side. Just breathe in, slow and steady. We come back, centering, adjust however you need to adjust. Chest is lifted if that's not great for your lower back. Bring those hands forward. If it feels good to you, place that right hand to the outside of the right knee. Left arm sweeps around, and we draw that back foot in. Taking a hold of that left foot, drawing your heel in toward your bottom. Breathe. We gaze forward and possibly up towards the sky. If you like, wrap that left forearm or elbow around the foot. We reach around with that right hand and interlock our fingers. Breathe. Slow it down. We can turn and take our gaze out over that left shoulder, only if it feels right to you. If you like, begin to lift those arms, then take your gaze up towards the sky, just along the front of that right arm. Mermaid pose. We gently release those hands. Gently releasing that left foot, hand on either side of your foot. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Add a flex of that right foot and a bend of the right knee. Draw your heel towards your bum. Stretching all down the back of that left leg and down the front of the right leg. Extending right leg to the sky and gently release it down to down dog and sway those hips side to side. A little more love for the hamstrings and the calves. A little added bonus through that lower back and into those hips. Breathe. Always know that it's fine to adjust. Sometimes your hands move, sometimes your feet move. Sometimes it just doesn't feel right and we need to adjust. Make it so. Coming back to center. Shift your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhale and sweep that left knee through, foot to the inside. We come to our pigeon pose on the left side, and let's rock it side to side. Just a nice little rock, a little mobility, a little blood flow, encouraging range of motion, fluidity in our motions. Coming back to center. Holding here, you are welcome to release that upper body down if the lower back does not love having it up. If it feels right to you, left hand to the outside of the left knee, right arm circles around, and we draw that back foot in. Taking a hold of that back foot, drawing the heel in towards your bum. Breathe, looking back out over that right shoulder. Find your breath. If you like, pulling that right foot in to the crook of the elbow. We extend left arm out, reach it around, and interlock those fingers. We turn and take our gaze out over that right shoulder. Be nice to your body. Breathe. If you like, we begin to lift those arms, turning our gaze up towards the sky. Breathe. A gentle release, circling that right arm back up and over. Tuck the toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. Flex that left foot, bend that left knee, and draw your heel toward your bottom. Extending left leg to the sky, gently releasing it down to down dog, and alternate bending knees. Walk it out. We inhale up to the balls of the feet, and exhale, press the chest and shoulders towards your thighs, reach your sit bones high. Exhale and release your heels to the mat. We inhale it to high plank, toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Knees to the mat, walk those hands back to tabletop. Cross that right knee up and over the left, and we're going to bring those knees just as tightly together as we can get them, and then open those feet out behind us to a wide V. Take a giant step forward with each hand and press your sit bones back. Find your breath. You are welcome to stay right here, or for a deeper stretch, start to walk those hands back towards your knees and sit your bottom between those feet. As we sit between those feet, we want to work to bring that left sit bone to the earth. Find your breath, hands to those feet. We've stacked our knees just as best we can. A gentle tuck of your chin down towards your chest. So just noticing those hips, really working to level the pelvis. Again, we lift our gaze, lengthening that spine. Find your breath. Let's take a hold of the tops of the feet and just gently hinge it forward. Releasing the tummy down, the chest down, taking your gaze out in front of those knees, working to keep both sit bones connected to the earth. You are welcome to let your head be heavy. You are welcome to allow those shoulders to be heavy, or if it feels better to you to keep that length, keep the length. Both great stretches, but very different. We lengthen through the crown of the head and slowly rise, sitting all the way back up to our half cow face pose. Breathe. Close your eyes. See if you can let go whatever's going on in those hips. Are you holding tension anywhere? Noticing I'm holding tension in my shoulders. Relax them. Give them a little shake. And let's slowly come forward, back up onto those knees, releasing that right foot or right knee back to tabletop. And we switch, crossing that left knee up and over the right, and bring those knees just as tightly together as you can get them, opening up the feet behind you in a nice wide V, giant step forward with each hand, and press those hips back. And just melt. And again, you can stay here. This is a great stretch. If you like, walk your hands back towards those knees. You sit your bum between those heels. Sitting up nice and tall, hands resting on your feet. And we do our best to stack our knees. We do our best to bring those hips level, leveling out that pelvis. Just holding on to the feet, sitting up as tall as you can sit. As you exhale, a gentle tuck of your chin down towards your chest. Just a nice stretch in the spine. Relaxing the jaw, letting down any tension. And again, we lift that head back to neutral. Keeping that pelvis as level as we can, we begin to hinge it forward, lengthening through the crown of the head, so nice flat back. You're welcome to hold on to the tops of the feet or just keep them resting where they are. And then let that head be heavy. Remember, you are welcome to adjust however you need to adjust. This can be a pretty darn intense stretch. Giving some love to those hips. We lengthen through the crown of the head as we slowly rise, coming all the way back up. Rock it back to the point where you can release those legs. Let's extend those legs out nice and long and just alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Sit up nice and tall. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and then your nose towards your knees. And if you like, walk your hands forward. Lengthen the crown of the head, reach towards those toes. Toes are pointing straight up towards the sky. There's this natural tendency for those feet to open. That's your hips being sneaky on making it easier on your hamstrings. Keep those toes pointed straight to the sky. Keep reaching the crown of the head down towards those toes. And then just gently tuck your chin towards your chest. Allow yourself to just melt. Letting down the guard. Finding that deepest stretch, your edge. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet and slowly roll yourself back. Take your time, engaging those core muscles. We pull that right knee in towards the chest and extend that right leg. Point your toes. And then flex your foot. And I just want you to notice the intensity and kind of range of motion of that right leg. Breathe. Now bend your knee, and we're going to point and flex, point and flex. One more time, point and flex, and then roll the ankle 3 times to the right, and then 3 times to the left. And if you did left first, it's okay. Just 3 times each side. And then extend that leg once again and flex your foot. And I want you to notice intensity and range. Has it improved? Reach up, taking a hold, and gently guiding your leg towards the upper body, just to the point where it feels right. Intensity is no higher than an 8. We gently bend the knee, pull that left foot in, bending or placing that right ankle just above that left knee. Arms come out to a T, and let's take both knees to the left. Right sole of the foot coming to the earth, and a little gentle press away of that right knee. A little active stretch to the hip, really nice stretch into that lower back. Now you can stay and hold as long as you need to. Whenever you're ready, we're going to pull those knees back through center, and then both knees will go to the right. You might need to adjust where that left foot is, and just let the legs be heavy. So that outer ankle on that right foot is just gently pressing along the outside of that left knee. And again, nice stretch to the hip, a little bonus all through that left side, up into the rib cage and the waist. Chest stays open to the sky. And gently come back through to center, placing that right foot to the mat. Go ahead and extend that right leg out, drawing that left knee in, extend that left leg, and flex your foot. As you press through that left heel and extend that left leg, notice that stretch all down the back of that left leg. Intensity, and again, try and just kind of eyeball the range of motion. Now bend that left knee, point and flex your foot. Like 3 times each. And then roll the ankle 3 times each direction. Doesn't matter which direction you start. Just get 3, at least 3. If you want to do more, do more. Getting out the pops and the kinks. And go ahead and extend that left leg once again and flex your foot. As you press that left heel towards the sky and extend that left leg, has the range of motion improved? Has that intensity gone down? If it feels right to you, hands to the leg and just gently pull. Breathe. Feeling that length down the back of the leg. And let's pull that right foot in, bending that right knee, bending the left, and placing that left ankle just above the right knee. We take both knees to the right, left sole of the foot, just working towards the ground, and then press that left knee out and away, tummy and chest open towards the sky. What do you feel and where? And slowly we come back through center. If you need to stay a little bit longer, stay a little bit longer. And then take both knees to the left. Outer ankle on that left foot, just gently pressing along the outside of that right knee to get that rotation. A little spinal twist, a little hip stretch, really nice oblique stretch. So we're getting some beautiful little bonus stretches while keeping that lower body happy. Just gently releasing tension and tightness. And slowly we come back through to center, placing that left foot next to the right. Allow the knees to open, soles of the feet come together. Arms can be wherever you wish in your reclined butterfly. Adjust however you need to find that good space. And breathe. We take just a few moments here. Taking your time as you're ready, drawing the knees in towards the chest, hands behind the thighs. If it feels right to you, rock yourself up. Otherwise, roll to your side and use the arms to help you come back up. And we turn sitting cross-legged in easy pose. I want you to take a moment. We will naturally come to the space that feels more natural to us. Switch, so the other leg is in front. And sit up nice and tall. We're working to improve imbalances. So whenever we have that space that we prefer, we're going to try and even it out so it doesn't matter which side we're on. Rest those hands comfortably. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Let's turn the palms to the sky. If it feels right to you, bring your index finger and thumb to touch. Otherwise, just relax those hands. Big, full, deep breaths in and out through the nose, letting go of any last little bit of tension in those hips. We take a moment to either quietly or silently say thank you to the mind and the body. Repeat after me if you wish. I love my body. I am strong and healthy. I am on a journey to better health and better wellness. I am focused on all that I can do. I will treat my body with kindness and love. I am worthy. I am enough, just as I am. Gently lift that beautiful face, open your eyes, pull the hands to heart center, and my friend, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel fantastic, and I hope it carries you through the rest of your day, if not the rest of your week. Take care, be well, and as always, light, love, and namaste.